Hello, this is Dusty. Welcome back to the Savoring the Seasons channel. Today, my girls and I, Evelyn and Anissa, are going to be building a crate to transport our chickens to and from the fair. Last year it was really hot and all we had to use was Rubbermaid tubs, and we thought that was not best for the chickens. These crates are also going to be part of their woodworking project, so they're building them. And in this video, you're going to get to see all of the process that we used. At the end, we ran into a little bit of a hiccup. One of the lids we cut too small, and I didn't have more wood that day, so I had to wait till I went back to the store to buy some more plywood, and so we did not get that part filmed. But you'll still see the process, just know the lid was a little bit too small. Hope you enjoy the video.
We're using a chop saw to cut slats for the bottom and sides of a chicken box.
Okay. We're gonna use the jointer to straighten one edge of the board.
Okay, here we go. We're going to use this 2x8 to cut slats that are 3/8 of an inch thick to make the sides and bottom of the chicken container. Okay, Nisa, go stand on the other side and catch the boards. Right here. So can you put a mark at 13 inches right there? Put a mark at 13. Put a mark at 26. 39. Now we're going to cut the boards to length to make the end of the chicken carrier. I'm going to use the chop saw because Anissa is not quite big enough to use it. Put on your ear protectors and stand back.
They're on.
Here, you stack the boards on the saw. Now we're going to cut the boards for the ends to a consistent width and get ready to glue them up. The height of the box is a little bit more than 8 inches. Ready? Can you touch this thing? We're going to glue these two boards together to make the end to a height of about 9 inches. Good. Sometimes I like to use a shim as a glue spreader because they're nice and flat and thin. It's always better to have too much glue than not enough, but if we get too much, there's going to be lots of squeeze out everywhere. Okay, and we're going to use 2 clamps to hold this together while the glue dries. Can you tighten that clamp on there? Just gentle to start with. Okay, that's good for now. Stop, stop, stop. Okay. A little more. Okay, that's good for now. Okay, go on the other side. And tighten this one down. Other way, yeah, good. And the biggest thing is we just want to make sure that the two boards are flat, so there's no edges sticking up, and that looks good. All right, let's glue this last one up, and then we're done for the day. All right. So we'll leave those to dry for a couple of hours, and then we'll come back to them. Right now we're going to go ahead and sand the boards and cut the boards to length that are the slats for the sides and bottoms of the box. So a lot of times if I'm making repetitive cuts on really small boards, I'll just try and line them all up and cut them at once, and then they're all the exact same length. We're just going to use a clamp to hold these together so they don't shift around on us. And Evelyn's going to go ahead and make the cut on the chop saw. All these slats are going to be 16 inches long when we're done.
The glue is dried, and now we're going to cut them to length and sand them.
Go ahead, remember, put the pencil into the corner and make a line. Into the corner. So reach one hand here, okay, squeeze the trigger, we'll go. We're gonna put a 45-degree chamfer on the edge of these boards, but the router is pretty heavy. You gotta be pretty strong to use it, so I'm gonna do this part for Anissa. You're gonna watch. Your part is next. You're almost done, Eva.
Now it's sanded, and we used a router to bevel all the edges.
So we're going to go ahead and cut some dados in these boards for the ends, and that's going to allow the lid to slide in and out. Evelyn's going to help me do that. So can you catch the boards? Yeah, it's supposed to go through that side. So, does that look like a good fit? So that's the lid, it'll slide in, right? Okay. So we're gonna measure the layout for our slats right now. We've got 3 slats on each side, so we have 3 equal spaces. And we're just gonna mark those across the board so we know where to glue and nail. Okay. Give me your nail gun. So I'm just going to put this one in the top middle and one in the bottom middle, okay? And then the glue. I'll glue these and help hold it, and you nail. We're going to use some 18 gauge nails to glue and nail this to the box. And to see where we did the bevel, I'm going to hold it just shy of the bevel. Okay, go ahead. Yep. Yep. Okay. Yep. Okay. Now on this side. Good. And on the bottom half. Good. Let's just turn this up now. I think it'll be easier to do in this direction. Okay, get your slat of wood. Okay. We'll line up this side first. See where you want it. Okay, again, one on the top half, one on the bottom half. Good, Eva. And same thing here. Let me get my finger out of the way. Okay, all right, that looks good. Okay, look, carrot gentle. We're gonna gently flip this over. And we're gonna repeat the process on the other side. Alright, so at this point you can kind of see what the box looks like. Last step is to cut a little piece of 1/4 inch plywood that's going to slide in as a lid. So the idea is the chickens will be able to get more ventilation because there's openings, so they'll be able to see what's going on around them. So hopefully it'll be less stressful to be in this than the Rubbermaid tubs we've been using. We are going to cut a piece of plywood that is 14 1/4 by 12 3/8. Okay, grab the box, Evelyn. We'll see if the lid fits. Keep going. Oh, dang it. It's too small. So here's what the final box looks like. Like I said, we had to recut the lid because it was a little bit too small. I just used 1/4 inch plywood and it just slides in. Put a little hole so your finger can pull it. After we used it for chickens, we realized probably should have built it maybe just a little bit taller. Some of our chickens are pretty big, but they fit in there, worked well, and I think they liked the fact that they could see out and see the other chickens when they're being transported.